And that's what he meant by I and the Father are one, that you know that who you are is a beautiful creation of God, perfect, eternal, changeless. So these gatherings are a lot of fun for me because I feel like it's always brand new. Even though I've been doing it for like 13 years, every question seems like it's the first question, and I don't ever really have a sense of the past, so it's always brand new. And it's like a childlike sense of wonder. So it doesn't matter what culture I go to or what country I'm in or whatever, the smile is a universal language, and there's so much that's conveyed just in our sharing the joy in the presence of God. It really doesn't have anything to do with, theologies and stuff like that. So, here I am, and we can welcome. And we have plenty that's offered to have a microphone, so apparently we have a videotape and we'll have the sound, so if you have a question or comment, just let me know. He will be the roving microphone person.
No, I can be the microphone. I have everything, including the microphone.
There we go.
Was there a point in I'll take that. Was there a point in your life where you made a total commitment to God? Like a time when you can distinguish that you made a big shift and quit trying to identify with your conceptual self and make a total commitment to follow guidance and surrender to God.
Yeah, I think one of the big shifts seemed to be around 1991 when, I've been into the course and was having all kinds of mystical experiences and everything, but I pretty much, the voice was just saying that in order to remain constantly happy, I would have to be completely disidentified from everything in this world and completely identified with God. And that's the way I would be defenseless and be joyful and happy no matter what the situation. So that was not identified with the person of David or any particular group. In the end, not even to identify with the Course of Miracles. And I've had some beautiful lessons around that over the years where I was at a bookstore, a woman said, "Can I see your Course of Miracles book?" And it was all worn out. You couldn't even read the gold letters were worn off of it. And she just took it, and it was reminded me of a Peter Selden movie, Pink Panther movie, where, can I have your coats and tire the car and everything, and I just drive it off. As soon as I handed her my Course book, she was gone. She was she's out the door and everything. And she was gone for like about a minute, and then she came back and she put it back in my hand and she said, "Just testing." But it was a good lesson and being detached from everything. Because if you really aren't affiliated with anything in this world, then you have nothing to defend. You show up, you're kind of clueless about the world, and you're tuned in with God, and it's a beautiful state of mind to be in when you really identify with your source and not identify with the things of this world. Because all defensiveness means that you're tied into some kind of illusion or concept that you think has to be defended or protected. And in the end, what you realize is your true self, or your spirit, or your Christ self, whatever you want to call it, doesn't need any defense. It just is. Truth just is, and it's so beautiful when you begin to open up and identify with that, because then you lose all the sense of defensiveness. So it was around 1991 when I first started traveling, and right away, I remember an early gathering in Florida. I was in a small living room, and everyone was packed in there, with a little dog, Sparkles, watching us all. And there was a gathering I did down there where there was an elderly woman that was kind of sitting in front of me. And as I just began to talk, like 15 seconds into the talk, her fist went up in the air, kind of like the Mexican Olympics, and she said something to the effect of, here we go again, you left brain, intellectual male, think you know everything, think you don't know. But I was so disidentified from everything. I just kind of watched, and then at the end of it, there was nothing to address or whatever. I just continued on with the talk. Because, you know, it's kind of like you just become so joyful in the moment that you're not identified. I was not identified as left brain or male or intellectual or any of those things. So, okay, you know, off you went. And sure enough, she kept showing up at the gathering, taking notes, and, you know, if you don't give any meaning to anything, as if it's like, if you don't take anything personally, what you find is that everyone's adorable. I mean, I say everyone's sweet, because when you don't have any judgment, that's where everyone becomes so loving and sweet, because you've got nothing to defend and you're not trying to promote anything or whatever. So in answer to your question, it was probably around 1991 when I first started traveling.
Okay, hold on for a second.
Okay. All right. So, do you have any suggestions on how one would arrive at that place? Because I have a problem with forgiveness and judgment and criticism and letting those things go. And I struggle with them a lot. And I can see that you really achieve that. I mean, it's like all over you. It's, you know, it just beams from you. And so, do you have any